you are fighting that cause right now. What transformed your perspective of this idea that I'm born here to be of service and of value to everyone else first, and I'll be able to take care of myself later?
So it was always really a pain to purpose story, which I think you hear that a lot. But for me, my marriage was a wreck for 11 years. So 11 years being married, 15 years being a police officer in Oakland and San Francisco. Anybody that knows Oakland, California, it's one of the top 5 most dangerous cities in the United States. They always rank high for per capita violence. And so you develop patterns. I have my own childhood wounds and patterns that I developed as a child. And I bring those patterns to my marriage. I bring those, and then my job actually makes it even worse. It amplifies it, because guess what? Being a police officer and being able to detach emotionally when you go to a crime scene, that's a good thing. You should do that, because you will have a breakdown and you're not going to be able to actually survive that scene or help others and be efficient. I would literally just walk out of the house because I didn't know what to do. And here I am, Mr. Life Coach, thinking I have it figured out. These kids eat organic. I do detoxes on them. Why do they hate me? Like, why can't I figure this out? And it drove me nuts, man. And so I had to stuff my ego. I had to subordinate my ego again. Not because I wanted to. Actually, it was my wife who said, Joel, you need help. And I listened, surprisingly. I listened one more time. And that one more time led me down where I was like, I've got to figure this out. And I embarked on a journey of self-discovery. And then I realized, holy cow, David, there's so many other men like me, just in general in the world, but the first responder community is even worse. Divorce is higher than in any other. I think it's at least if it's not the top 1, it's the top 2, where it's the highest. And you see a lot of broken homes. You see a lot of suicide in our profession. And so I figured out, like, oh, there's actually a system to figuring this out and crack it. And I've kind of cracked the code. And I realized there's a systematic way to doing this. And I want to give that back to others.